The movie starts with the bad guys who are released from prison after serving their sentence. They all try to become good and go for job interviews, but no one gives them a job because of their past. Wolf then meets Diane. Diane tells Wolf not to lose hope, that slowly everything will get better, and society will eventually accept them. Wolf then comes home. Meanwhile, Snake arrives, and he has become very dashing. Snake doesn't stay home at all. He spends most of his time outside and enjoys his life to the fullest. They are astonished to see such a change in Snake. In the news, Wolf sees Chief of Police Misty, and gets an idea. Wolf then goes to Misty's office. He tells Misty that he will help her catch the infamous thief named the Phantom Bandit. Wolf wants to help the police because he wants to improve his and his team's image in society so that society will accept them. Wolf then brings his entire team to Misty's office, and they all begin their investigation. After looking at Misty's board, Wolf realizes that all the artifacts the Phantom Bandit has stolen are made from a rare metal called megaphinite. In the car, Tarantula tells Wolf that the most famous megaphinite object is the Belt of Guadalamango. Meanwhile, Shark tells Wolf that it's the championship trophy for the Lords of Lucha tournament. Just then, Piranha tells everyone that this is the same place where Snake is going. They all think that Snake is behind all these thefts because the timing of him going out matches the timing of the thefts. At the same time, Misty calls Wolf and tells him, "I have received news that the Phantom Bandit is coming to the Lucha tournament as a luchador to steal the belt, and that's when I will catch him red-handed." They all get worried because if Misty catches Snake, they will all go to jail too, since Snake is also a part of their team. Therefore, they all decide that they will all go to the Lucha tournament and stop Snake from stealing the belt. Later, they all arrive at the Lucha tournament and start looking for Snake. Meanwhile, Misty spots them and walks over to them. She says to them, "I can't believe you came all this way just to see me arrest the Phantom Bandit." Shark gets panicked after seeing Misty, and he punches her in the head, knocking her unconscious. After a bit of searching, they find Snake and catch him. Just then, Snake's girlfriend, Susan, arrives there. Snake tells them that he came here to meet his girlfriend. They all are surprised to see Snake's girlfriend. Meanwhile, they spot the luchador in the ring. They all attack him and manage to defeat him. Wolf then grabs a mic and tells everyone present in the ring that he is not a luchador, but a Phantom Bandit who came here to steal the belt. At that moment, the Phantom Bandit puts the belt around Piranha's neck. Seeing the belt around Piranha's neck, the crowd gets furious and rushes to attack them. Misty also regains consciousness and goes after the bad guys. Meanwhile, Susan arrives with a van, puts them in her van, and drives them away, saving them from the crowd. The bad guys are the top story on every news channel in the state, and an arrest warrant is issued for them. In the van, Snake starts telling his teammates about his love story. He explains that when he went to buy a pet, he met Susan there, and they both fell in love at first sight. Wolf calls Diane. He tells her, "My team and I were helping the police so that our image in society could improve, but the Phantom Bandit framed us." He asks Diane to find out about the Phantom Bandit, and he also asks for her help to clear his and his team's names. Diane agrees to help him and reassures him that everything will be alright. As soon as Wolf opens the back door of the van, he sees that his entire team is lying unconscious, and the one who knocked them out is Susan. Susan then also shoots Wolf with a tranquilizer dart, rendering him unconscious. When the bad guys regain consciousness, they find themselves tied up. That's when the real Phantom Bandit is revealed. Misty and Pigtail also work for the Phantom Bandit. Snake is very sad to learn that his girlfriend cheated on him. The Phantom Bandit says to the bad guys, "People call me the Phantom Bandit, but you can call me Kitty." Wolf asks Kitty, "Why did you catch us, and what do you want from us?" Kitty tells the bad guys, "I'm about to do my last and biggest job. To accomplish this, I need professionals, and you're the ones." But they all flatly refuse and tell her, "We've quit this line of work. We will not steal under any circumstances now." Meanwhile, Kitty shows them a video that proves Diane is the thief. Kitty tells them, "If you don't do my job, I will upload video of Diane's theft on social media, and she will lose her position as governor." To save Diane's position as governor and to prevent her from going to prison, Snake agrees to do Kitty's job. Kitty then brings them to a Mr. Moon's rocket. She tells the bad guys that they have to steal Mr. Moon's rocket. She also informs them that everything in the rocket is controlled by his wristwatch. Then they all get ready and make a plan to steal the watch from Mr. Moon. They all go to Mr. Moon's wedding and successfully steal wristwatch from him. Meanwhile, Diane goes to a prison and meets a prisoner named Marmalade. She asks Marmalade, "What is megaphinite?" He tells her, "I'll tell you on one condition. You have to play a game with me." While playing the game, Marmalade tells Diane that megaphinite is a gold magnet. After hearing this, Diane starts to leave quickly. Just then, Marmalade tells her, "Someone else also visited here before you and asked me about megaphinite." She asks him, "Who was she, and what's her name?" But he doesn't tell her anything. She then watches Marmalade's CCTV footage, from which she finds out who the Phantom Bandit is. Diane, with the help of her smart glasses, finds out Kitty's location. After the job is complete, they all go to Kitty's hideout. Kitty melts all the stolen artifacts and turns them into balls. Since Kitty's job is done, she gives Wolf the USB containing the video of Diane's theft. Then they all get into their car. Inside the car, they make a plan to get Kitty caught so they can become heroes. They start the car and begin to drive toward Misty, when suddenly Kitty appears and catches them. Kitty ties the bad guys with golden handcuffs. She then turns on the magnet system, and they are left hanging. Kitty tells them that she is going to commit the world's biggest heist. She will take the magnet system into space and use it to steal all the gold in the world. She then sets Diane's stealing video to upload on social media and leaves. Wolf tries his best to stop the uploading but is unsuccessful. As Kitty is going towards the rocket, Diane arrives there and beats them badly. At the same time, Kitty tells Diane, "Your state governor's seat is gone, check your phone." When Diane checks her phone, thousands of messages arrive. Just then, Kitty hits Diane with a tranquilizer and knocks her unconscious. Then they all board the rocket. Diane also secretly sneaks on board, hidden from them. On the other side, Misty apprehends the bad guys. Wolf asks Misty for help and also informs her that the Phantom Bandit is in the rocket and will go to space. She has a gold magnet and will steal all the gold in the world with her magnet system. However, Misty doesn't trust him. Misty stops the car halfway and tells the bad guys, "I will help you." Meanwhile, they see that Kitty has started the rocket. Misty puts them all on a chopper and gets them to the rocket. Then they all manage to go inside the rocket. Kitty reaches space and installs the magnet system on the satellite. She then turns on the magnet system, which causes all the gold in the world to start coming into space. The bad guys put on their space suits. Snake and Piranha are in the same space suit, and they try to separate the rocket from the satellite. At that moment, Piranha farts, causing their spacesuit to inflate. At that moment, Susan sees them and tries to turn off the magnet system to save them, but Kitty grabs her by the neck, and she angrily tells her and Pigtail to go back to Earth. Then, Susan and Pigtail leave from there. Wolf enters the satellite and gets into a fight with Kitty. A very fierce fight takes place between them. Piranha and Snake see a pen. Piranha grabs that pen and uses it to puncture the spacesuit. Then, they separate the rocket from the satellite. During the fight, Wolf steals a watch from Kitty's hand. He then starts the rocket and sends it toward the gold. The rocket collides with the gold, causing all of it to return to Earth. Meanwhile, Diane also arrives there, and the two of them together fight Kitty and defeat her. The satellite catches fire and starts to fall. They all gather together, and Wolf gives his final speech. The scene then cuts to Misty, who tells the media that the bad guys are no longer in this world and that the state governor, Diane, has also died with them. The police catch Kitty, Pigtail, and Susan, and they receive a very long prison sentence. Then, Misty meets with the bad guys, who are alive, and makes them secret agents. After learning this, they all become very happy. The next day, they all put on their suits and sunglasses, get in the car, and leave for their new job, and the movie ends here.